Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires. A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Yes! Woo!
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
Here we go.
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires. A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Yes! Woo!
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi. Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires. A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan becomes to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Woo! Bata.
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Okapi Sport Network. This is the second game of the day and the third game of the finals in the women's category. Randa Energy Group taking on the Hoops Women Basketball Club, and so far it's 2-0 in the best of 7 series. And today we're gonna get to know who's gonna walk away with a third win. If the Hoops can get this one, they're advancing to the fourth game. Or if REG can even win this game, they can go also for the fourth game. But if REG gets even the fourth game, it's gonna be over for the Hoops because they are now playing best of 7. So whoever gets 4 is actually being the champion this year. And already the third place was taken by APR Women Basketball Club, and the Hoops might be the second after losing over REG. So it's actually a good game to watch today. The Hoops really did an amazing job last 2 games that they played, but REG dominated them on a high level. So here are the head-to-head team comparisons. For the field goals last time, REG got 38% to 23% for the Hoops. 2 points, REG came up with 26 out of 56, and for the Hoops they came up with 13 out of 53. And for the rebounds, Ray really dominated the Hoops with 65 to 47, whereby the points in the paint, Reg came up with 50 to 22. And for the Hoops, they came up with 6 assists to 22 for Run Energy Group, whereby the points from the turnovers, Reg came out with 24 to 20 for the Hoops. And for the bench points, Reg really did an amazing job, whereby they came up with 36 to 8 points from the bench. And that was the statistics of the last 2 games that they played. Heading to the third one, that we're gonna get to know who's gonna walk away with a win today. So ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set here for the third game, as I was mentioning, of the Rwanda Basketball League Women Grand Finale. And REG Women arrived with a commanding 2-0 series lead over the Hoops. And after a narrow 6 points victory in game 1, REG took complete control in game 2, winning 77 to 48 and turning a close series opener into a statement performance. And now the Hoops face a crucial moment of how they must respond, or we get to know if REG will move one step away from lifting the championship trophy. We're gonna get to know that today. So one of the biggest stories from the first 2 games has been the battle in the paint. The Hoops really dominated inside in game 1 and scoring for 8 points in the paint compared to REG's 26. So here is a play to watch for Rwanda Energy Group. The best scorer last time, that's Nelly Irakoze Ange, where she dropped 15 points to when they were facing the Hoops last time. He also got 9 rebounds as well as 2 in 3. He attempted 3 times on the 3-point line, and he got 2. And for the 2-pointers, as well as the field goals, he got 6 in 9. So today we gotta get to know if she's gonna continue, leading the whole team towards a win, or Washington Delicia, as she did before, will also come away with a different response, but all leads to the win, and that's what all they're fighting for. And but game two brought a dramatic reversal with REG scoring 50 paint points, while the Hoops managed just 22. So that turnaround shows how quickly the game can change. One for the Hoops, getting back to attacking the rim and also finding easier finishes will be one of the keys to game three. So here's the lineup for Rwanda Energy Group. We have number 0, Ari Tuwimwe, number 00, Delisha Washington, number 01. Odile Tetero, number 3, Faustin Mizedwa, number 28, Sandrine Mushichiwawa. There is also number 7, Ramla Umunezero, number 8, Chantal Kiyobe, number 9, Sandra Kanhore, whereby number 10 is Nelly Ange Irakoze, number 11 is Lynn Taylor, who's in dub, and number 13 is Christina Morgan Yu King, and number 23 is their rim protector and their scoring engine, Maiga Kadiria, and the head coach is Esperance Mukaneza. So REG has also known tremendous depth throughout the series, and their bench has outscored the Hoops results of 58-19 across the first 2 games, including a huge 36-8 advantage in game 2. Anshnali Rakoze, Odile Tetere, and Ramla Munezo all made valuable contributions off the bench, giving REG another dimension beyond their starting 5. The Hoops will need a stronger response from their second unit if they are to, to match REG's energy and prevent the series leaders from controlling the game through their depth. And here's the lineup for the Hoops. There is number 0, Vivin Mugisha. There's also number 2, Husna Akariza. There is number 3, Emeline Mahoro. There is number 8, Sylvie Dusabe. There is number 7, Amolia Anjana Johan. And there is also number 10, Nelly Wihirwe. There is number 11, Abu Samad. There is number 12, Esther Jihozo. There is number 13, the young superstar Raisa Tete, and number 23, Nicole Teta, and the head coach is Patrick Habiyambere. So I was mentioning that another major difference has been ball movement and defensive pressure. REG have recorded 41 assists across the first 2 games compared with just 19 for the Hoops, while game 2 saw REG collect 19 steals and force 23 turnovers. The Hoops meanwhile struggled to create quality offensive possessions, finishing with only 6 assists in game 2. And if they are to stay alive in this series, they will need to protect the basketball, make better passes, and find ways to create easier scoring opportunities. And then there is Delisha Washington, who has shown that her impact goes far beyond scoring after producing 22 points, even recorded 10 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals in game 2 as REG won by 29, with REG leading 2-0. And the Hoops now need a complete response from the opening tip, and the question is very simple: if they can restore their offensive rhythm, reclaim the paint, and also challenge REG's depth and the defensive pressure, or game 3 will provide the answer. And for the Hoops, the message is very simple: win or REG takes another chance step forward to the title. And it is almost tip of time, and I can see the starting 5 for both sides. For REG, there is Washington, Christina Yuking, Maiga, and Kiyobe, as well as Lynn Hosendov. And for the Hoops, there is a Tete Raisa, Vivin, Ibengo, Johan, as well as Abu Simak. That's Noria there protecting the rim and collecting that rebound. And today she subbed Chizuzo Rebecca, who is no longer here in the country, went back to the US. So Anolia Johan was a right pick there for the Hoops. And that's the very first bucket of the game. Vivin Elizabeth really showing up in this game with 2 points for the Hoops, 2-0 for Rwanda Energy Group. Washington there playing with Maiga Kadidia. Maiga Kadidia with a nice move and gets a 2-point bucket there, 2-2 now. Kiyobe there for a steal, but can't connect. Tete Raisa there at the top of the key, looking for Awasamak. And that's a steal there by Taylor Lynn Hosendov. Goes up and gets a 2-point bucket. Gonna be 4-2 for the Hoops. Faiza Ibengo there swings the ball to Awasamak. Awa looking for Elizabeth facing Kiyobe Chantal. A tight defense on her. Drives. Swings the ball to Awasamak. Goes up for a deep ball. Caches it smoothly. And that's gonna be 5 for the Hoops to 4 for Rwanda Energy Group. Maiga Kadidia there. Playing with Christina Yuking after a nice roll there. Goes up and drops the 2-point bucket there. 65 is the score. It is game. Vivian Elizabeth there with the ball. A crossover. Almost a steal there by Kiyobe. Kiyobe Chantal, who is a hustler in the court, who is not gonna give an easiest time to ever she's peaking. And that's Awasamak there with the ball facing Washington. Washington playing, Awasamak playing Feze Bengal. That was almost a steal there by Christina Yuking. Tete Raisa there goes up for a 2-point bucket, but she's off the mark. Christina Yuking there playing with Washington Delicia gets a 2-point bucket there. Very athletic. That's gonna be 8-5. REG now taking the lead with 3 points. 8-5 is the score. Tete Raisa there at the top of the key. A bounce pass to Feze Bengal. Goes up, swings the ball to Awasamak, but that's a steal. Kiyobe Chantal there, moving so quickly. Gets a 2-point bucket there, and that's gonna be 10-5. REG already entering a double digit and also doubling the points that the Hoops has right now, 5-10. Elizabeth Vivian there goes up for the ball, almost a K-shot but can't connect. That's Christina Yuking there with a N1 bucket. 12-5 is the score so far. REG here now to give an easy time to the Hoops as they already got 2-0. Since that free throw as well, gonna be 13-5. Vivian there playing that pressure by Washington Delicia goes up for a deep ball but can't connect. She was fighting for those seconds. Taylor Lynn wasn't out there playing with the Kiyobe goes up almost to catch a 3-point bucket there, but she is off the target. Maiga Kadiria there with a very nice pick and roll, and that's gonna be an N1 basket. Oh my goodness. REG dominating the paint with those players who trust in their physicality. I mean, look at Christina Yuking being picked by Johan, and also Maiga Kadiria as well as Lynn Hosendov. REG already got a lead of 10 points. You can see that they're playing with a relaxing face. Kiyobe Chantal there swings the ball back to Maiga. Maiga playing with Christina. Christina goes up, swings the ball to Lynn. But that was a nice interception there by Raisa Tete. Trying to stop that pass from getting to Lynn Hosendov. Christina Yuking there playing with Kiyobe, goes up for a deep ball, but that was baby shot. She leaves it too short, and that's a crossover by Tete Raisa. Swings the ball to Vivine, goes up for a deep ball, almost to drain it, but can't connect. That's Washington Delicia there with the ball. Goes up for a deep ball, almost to drain it, but can't connect. And the rebound is collected by Vivine. Going up for a deep ball as well, but that's an air ball. Johan there for a save. Sends the ball to Feze Bengal. Bengal there playing with Vivine, goes up for another 3. Can't get it to go. A very nice time there to Lynn Hosendov and converts a 2-point bucket there. It's gonna be a timeout there for the Hoops, trying to find a solution towards this scoring rate for around the REG group, because they already got 17 points to 5 points for the Hoops. Already a difference of 12 points. But today I'm pretty sure that the Hoops will be struggling just to get someone who is gonna occupy the space of Chooses or Rebecca, who has been one of their front forwards and also a scoring engine as well as a rim protector. Like, she used to do an amazing job in general for the hoops, and now she's no longer here in the land of a thousand hills. She went back to the US for the studies and also playing basketball. So I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be struggling just to find someone who's gonna close that gap. And Noria Johan, of course, can play, but she's not gonna close that gap to the point. Ray can't get easy points, but Rebecca was just there, to give a hard time to REG. She really did an amazing job. And the players are back from the timeout. That's Anolia Johan there with the ball. Looking for Tete Regisa there with a bounce pass. So, guys, I'm no longer alone. I'm joined by your favorite Arnold.
Hey, Mignon.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm spreading heavy. I'm just from the press conference. I ended up going to the press conference of the game that we just finished watching.
Oh my goodness, what a shot from Tete Regisa after a beautiful sidestep. That girl has a lot of confidence, and I'm really loving her game nowadays. He's actually giving a tough time to the hoops. I mean, to REG.
You know one thing? I think I've come with some good luck for the hoops.
Yeah, for sure.
As we see them in that double team. But it's great being here with you on Okapi Sports Network. Arnold and Mignon. Mignon, how's the game so far?
You can tell, and that's another 3-point there beyond the arc by Christina Yuking. Imagine seeing even the power forward also shooting threes, so you can tell the game is actually good. As we filmed there for a 2-point jumper, but can't connect on that one. That's Christina Yuking there with the ball, moving so fast. Kicks the ball to Kyobe and drops a 3-point shot there beyond the arc. Oh my goodness.
It's raining threes, and if we watch game one of this finals, the ladies finals, REG struggled early on when they were shooting that 3 heavy, right? And you felt like they should have gone out and dominated in the paint because they're playing against a very young team.
Yeah, sure.
A good story, and I think by the way this game is going, it's getting out of hand very early on. Going into 25-28 point difference. The double teams coming in early for Vivian. Vivian has struggled in these last 2 games, and that's largely because Rwanda Energy Group have decided to play her differently. They want to close out this series as early as possible. But hey, if you were the Hoops coach, what do you tell your players? And especially that this is a schools girls team and has got into the finals. You've been in that position before, having played for them previously.
So one thing is they don't have anything to do about this, just to play their play. Be patient with the ball, also not to take crazy decisions because of the pressure. At least you can stay with that ball instead of doing unnecessary turnovers, because REG don't joke when it comes to that. They're just going to grab that as an opportunity for them to score in an easiest way. So you have seen that they did a lot of turnovers. So even many of the points that came from there are points from the turnovers. So they don't really have to go on that pressure, entering the game, with that thought of even the mindset of undermining themselves, knowing that they're facing the experienced players. They really have to learn from them as well as playing their game as well.
I was watching them earlier in their warm-ups, right? And it's a very short-handed team, one coach, not many assistants, not like the other teams. And you felt like even the coach was telling them, just enjoy yourself. You've made it this far. It has been a great story. Enjoy getting to the finals, and that means a lot for this young team.
But it's not even all about enjoying. You have seen that last time when they played, the first game of these finals,
yes,
they really gave REG a tough time. Imagine a difference of only 6 points.
Yes.
So that really showed them how capable they are. So if they continue in that rhythm, they would make the difference. So I don't know what came out. Is maybe they gave up before because they knew that they're playing with those players from abroad. Christina Yuking facing Washington. So it seems like their confidence, right, was going a little bit lower compared to how they entered the finals.
Different? And that's the hard luck part when you're playing a team as deep as the Rwanda Energy Group team. When you have like a former MVP has not even able to start on the team. The difference is that in a 5-game series, teams are able to make adjustments. And Rwanda Energy Group made the adjustments. The adjustment was, we're not going to settle for threes. we are going to take it to the paint. We are going to play out of transition. We are bigger. We are stronger, right? Just that mismatch. And they started taking advantage of those mismatches. Now that drains you when you're a young team like the Hoops, who on average age are about 18 years old, 17 years old, right?
Yeah, many of them are even 15. There are two players who are playing for the Hoops now who have 15 years of age. So I think they're really having a good experience as well as being inspired, because when you know that you're facing that player who's experienced, you just have to convince her that you are also capable. That's what Atete Raisa was doing. That's what Vivin is doing. So now we can see that the Hoops really understood the assignment. And that was a nice time there
Nice
too.
time, sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
sure. And Fezai Bengo won't disappoint you when it comes to, scoring in the paint, especially when she's alone. She's just going to, drain the point there. That's Christina Yuking there trying to create a play, playing with Nelly, Ansh, Guzab. Christina Yuking there just to collect the rebound. Spin move. Nice time to Ariette. Not scoring a 2-point bucket there. Ariette, who has not been the Ariette that we knew all the past years from Mariden and Kepler. She's not really showing up for REG. And that's a nice 3-point there by Vivin.
Watch out for this young lady, Africa. Watch out for this 5-4 point guard, Africa. She is going to be someone that you are going to remember for a long time. You are going to see her in the national team colors very soon in the senior team. We've seen her previously, the under 18 team of the Rwanda national team. She is going to be a force to reckon with.
Yeah, sure. And that's Christina Yuking there for a 3 public seat. And Christina Yuking today really shot well there beyond the arc. So I don't know what happened. But it seems like the Hoops is actually putting a high defense on REG. And that's Vivin there with a nice finger roll there on the left. Oh my goodness, that young lady can play. I've been mentioning this before, but people took me as a crazy person, but they really saw the reason
why. They were
why.
crazy to see you as a crazy person.
Yeah.
No, but the quality, and look at the player who's guarding her, right? Very experienced. Look.
Even last time when she was facing Washington,
Yep.
that really did stop her from doing her things. He really moved straight forward to the basket. She wasn't fearing, creating the plays. Also taking the threes. You see, the step back, Guzab. Almost the case that we can't connect. But I really love her decisions. She's that player who's going to take tough decisions and really stand on them.
No, she is confident. She knows what she wants from the game. She has a very, very high IQ. She knows how to read the plays. She plays bigger than she's 5'4", right?
And I really love the way when she's playing, you're just going to see that she's standing on business. Like, she doesn't care about anyone, just playing her game, knows the right time to give the dimes, knows a right time to step up on the 3. She actually knows what she's doing.
She hardly ever makes a wrong decision. But now it's this is scary moment again for Rwanda Energy Group. And this game looks very similar to game 1, right? They were leading by a huge margin, 26-8. 23-8 at some point. It's now 26-17, meaning the Hoops have gone on some form of run, which is about a 9-3 run for the Hoops to get back into this game. And when they stay around those areas, just like game 1, going into that fourth quarter, anything can happen.
Yeah, sure. And you have seen that even the results of the first game really surprised everyone, because people expected, that huge gap in terms of points or something, that it was going to be like a 40-point game. But the Hoops really proved them wrong with only a difference of 6 points.
Look, Mignon, going into the second quarter, right? When you look at the boards, right, Rwanda Energy Group have distributed that a little bit out. Everyone seems to be eating. The Hoops, again, also very similar. Everyone seems to be eating. But Rwanda Energy Group are living on the 3-point line. And that is a very dangerous place to live against a team that has nothing to lose.
So let me tell you something. Today,
Yes.
Ray came in with a different style, if I can say. But in the court, because Reg actually believes on the physicality of those 2 big ladies, if I
Yes.
can say, Nelly Ansh and Maiga Kadidia. There is also Christina Yuking, who is subbed, who is no longer in the court right now. But if those guys entered, you're just going to see they'll be playing in the paint only, because they really know that Fezai Bengo can't defeat 2 players. So whoever will be standing with Ansh Nelly, it's going to be a mismatch.
That's very true. They have mismatches even at the point guard position, but they have not been taking advantage of those mismatches throughout. And don't be surprised if they bring on Lamila. Is that the right
Ramla Munezero.
Ramla Munezero, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I've seen that the hoops actually likes to play beyond the arc, playing beyond the 3-point line because they really know that entering the paint is so dangerous for them. When they find Maiga Kadidia there and Irakoze Anjanelli, that's gonna be a lot of rejections. Hit on Nicole there, trying to create a play, swings the ball to Awasamag. Awasamag there with a nice time to Raisa, goes up. Oh my goodness, almost to get it. But can't connect on that one, left it short. But to be honest, the idea was good.
no, they have dimes. Let me tell you, I'm very intrigued. First of all, this is my first commentary on a ladies' game. But one thing about the ladies' basketball that they have many a time over men's basketball is they have the fundamentals right.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to the hoops, those young ladies really had a lot of opportunities, joining the international camps during the holidays. They just be there to train instead of, having a useless time there. We can't compare ourselves to them because at our time we didn't have that opportunity of joining the camps or something. We used to play when you're only at school, but those young ladies at school, they be playing in the holidays. They'll be playing, so yeah, they have to get those fundamentals. I told you that the host is actually struggling to get points in the paint because if Maiga Kadidia is there and Anjanelli, if also Christina can be that court.
This is a very big lineup that Rwanda Energy Group is playing with, right?
Yeah.
Whereby literally their smallest player could play power forward on the hoops team.
Yeah, and this team REG has a great team chemistry. You're just gonna see that from the dimes that they give to each other, and that's Odile Tetero there trying to face the Vivian, but she wasn't able to balance the feet and go up. Maiga Kadidia there for 3 and drains it. Maiga Kadidia can play. Let me tell you something. It's so hard for you to predict the next move for Maiga Kadidia. She's that player that's gonna take the decision, and you be wondering the reason why she takes them.
No, she plays both ends of the floor, and she plays at all 3 levels, right? She will play the mid range, she can shoot the 3, and she can play out of transition. So she's a 3-level scorer, what you would call a 3-level scorer in basketball. So dependable at every one point, and she sets her screens.
Yeah, a nice pick and pop there. Sends the ball to Nelly, but that was a nice interception from Raisa. Quit on the Titanic call there, playing with Awasamak. Awasamak back to Teta to Feza. But Feza wasn't able to keep that ball. Gonna be Reg's ball possession. Feza, who is really struggling to get Rebecca there in the paint, who already left as she went back to the US. Last time they had a great chemistry because Rebecca was kind of, that she has that physical toughness that was also helping the team just in terms of defense, collecting the rebounds, as well as also getting a lot of opportunities to go there on the stripe for 4 shots. But today they're they're struggling to get some points in the paint because Feza Benga can't do that alone. So today they really put all their hope on the guards rather than the big ladies.
To be fair, we expect too much from the hoops in such a game, and a player like Feza is out there to instill more or less experience to the younger players, to just calm them down when they need to be calmed down, to help with the decision making, to guide and anchor that defense, because again, the majority of this team are 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
And they're playing in the finals of the Rwanda Basketball League. Kudos to them.
Yeah, after 6 years, the Hoops played the finals back in 2020. Yeah.
Were you part of that 2020 team?
Nope. Yeah, they were playing against RP South, and they were the champions at that time.
Yep.
So they really did an amazing
It was a different
job.
league then. it was a different league. The league wasn't.
Sure.
Yeah, the league wasn't as competitive as it is now.
So that time, REG used to be called Ubumge, not the REG that we are seeing today.
Yes.
APR didn't make it to the finals at that
Yes.
time. You know, a lot of changes been going on in this round of basketball league, especially in women's category. But I'm really loving it here because, you know, yeah, our
You're saying more professionals coming into the league, more players from across the continent, from across the states. They want to play in the Rwanda Basketball League, and this is the finals because of the lights that are on this league, the payments that are starting to happen in this league. It's a make or miss league.
Yeah, you can see that if we have like those players like Washington Delicia who played in over 9 countries and she has like 15 years of experience in this basketball game. It's really something to appreciate because those young ladies would just get to learn from her and also enjoying the game. Like it really feels good to play against a player like her. Maiga Kadidia there, who didn't convert that easy 2-point bucket there. Feza Ibengo there with a 2-point layup. Feza Ibengo has this drive from one hand, a nice finger roll from her. It's so hard to stop her when she enters like that.
No, when she puts her head down, you're either in her way. It's a train wreck. It's
Yeah.
going one direction at one speed.
Yeah, that woman can play. She also played for REG for a long time.
Yes.
And now it's been like, this is her second season in the hoops.
Yep.
But REG is actually the best team when it comes to signing the power forwards and the centers.
They've dominated Rwanda basketball for the last 3-4 years. The ladies basketball, they're doing some things right.
And that's the secret behind their success.
What is the secret?
They just know the right players to bring on those 2 positions, centers and power forwards. The guards, even the other teams got the best guards.
You know what's different with the ladies' game to the men's game, right? The men's game is largely a guards league, right?
Yeah.
It's the guards who are the dominant players in the men's game. The women's league is a power forward and centers game.
Yeah, so that's why REG will dominate over and over again because if they cannot get the players who will be giving them tough times, it's gonna be so hard to win over REG because you will see that the power forward and the center will be averaging a half of the whole team. That's what REG does. Even their substitutions on the power forwards and the centers is immeasurable. I don't know how I can describe them, but you know that Koulibaly Kankou is not playing now.
Why isn't she playing?
Because they already got 3 foreign players in the court.
Oh,
So they have Christina Yuking, they have Maiga Kadidi as well as Washington.
Yes.
So she's not playing. Collins is not there, even though she's not a point guard. She's not a power forward. She's the point guard. Nandelinda, the guard, is not there. You see, all those players are the best players, but they can't even play in the playoffs.
True.
That really shows how much REG really know how to do, the best
depth,
signings. Yeah.
The depth.
Within there for a 3.
If there's one,
Leave it too short.
if there's one Achilles heel that Devin has, it's that 3-point shot. It's not consistent enough.
Yeah, but I think she's just still learning, and because she actually plays a big role for the team, she's just gonna create the scoring opportunities, go for the steals, go for the last time when they were facing Kepler, she did an amazing defense on Asuma Owize. Like she stopped her from playing. And I was like, that young lady can do everything.
That was a shocker, but that was a game that makes sure she is in the starting 5 of the best lineup for the season.
I think I'm pretty sure that she's gonna receive the call up from the national team this year.
Another young lady, that number 11, the one who just made a drive, she is one to watch out for.
Who for the hoops?
Yes, for the hoops.
Number 11.
She's going to the free throw line.
Oh, I was a Mac. That's a Malian young professional player who also plays a very quiet game. She's that player who doesn't talk a lot, She actually does her things, and she's also so dangerous on the 3-point line.
No, she has put up a good game. She struggled in game 1, and you felt like if she had made the contribution that she needed to, that scoreline could have been a little bit closer. But as we look now, that scoreline is just going out of hand. Rwanda Energy Group have gone on quite a run since the end of that first quarter.
Yeah, and now REG have a lead of 15 points, 35-20, and we still have only 3 more minutes and 54 seconds on the clock to go in this second quarter of the game. But REG really dominates in this game. But they really did that even in the last 2 games. But the first game was very different from the other games. Oh my goodness, Washington there with a nice Euro step, but didn't convert. The finishing wasn't good. And that's a nice defense there on Nelly. That young lady also, number 10 for the hoops, is actually a player.
Why are you taking that shot? If you like, you have 2 teammates ahead of you, right? And you are in transition with only 1 defender, and you decide to shoot the 3.
So sometimes it happened, but Kyobe Chantal is also a good shooter when it comes to, you know.
It's just a bad basketball play. It's this Stephen Curry play that has happened with this generation of hoopers.
But I really understand the point that you're trying to, you know, to highlight. But you have seen that she got a chance of going on a strike for three
I think it was because also Hoops just played so badly to go ahead and make a stupid foul. You don't make that kind of foul, and excuse my French, you don't make that kind of foul in that zone because it was second chance points for her.
You see? She dropped 3 of them.
Fair enough, but it came on second chance points, Mignon.
But let me tell you something.
Yes, please. Educate me.
I'm not going to educate you. You already know what you're doing.
No.
So the thing I've got to know,
Yeah.
after knowing what you're good at basketball,
Yes.
like when it comes to your play, you know, when you know that you're good at shooting threes,
Yes.
my coach used to tell me, if I see you forcing the drives and I know that you're a 3-point shooter, don't come back to my court.
But Mignon, in that zone that we were in, right? It was a 3-on-1. So you have 2 other players ahead of you, your teammates.
The thing was,
Pass the ball.
the thing was,
Yes.
she attempted that shot because she had that confidence, and she expected 2 of her players to grab the rebound and go for a second chance bucket.
Well,
That's the brain for REG.
Well, they got
REG
the
really
rebound.
trust their, you know, I told you, they really know that they have those players in the paint who are very reliable and dependable, so they were there. That's why you're saying that the coach didn't even tell her, like, stop what you're doing.
If
She
this
already
game was,
know
if this
what
game
she
was any
doing.
closer, let's imagine it was their semi-final game. Is she making that decision?
She won't take that decision.
Exactly.
It's because that's why she knows the perfect time of taking such a decision.
Fair. Fair.
Okay, that's Washington. Delisha there with the ball. A jab goes out for a 2-point jumper. Knocks it down. Wow. That's got to be 40 for REG to 22. A difference of 18 points. Oh my goodness. REG is actually playing so well in this quarter. But also the hoops is not making it easy for them. Atete Raisa there for a deep ball and knocks it down as well. Okay, let's talk a little bit about that young lady.
She can shoot the 3 at it. How old is she? 15?
Yeah.
She could shoot the 3.
Imagine me, I was a referee on her games back in secondary, but they told me that at that time she was playing for a secondary school when she was still in primary. Do you imagine?
Whoa.
I won't mention the year you guys will be coming.
They'll be coming for your
oh,
age.
yes, like you old.
How old are you?
Come on.
My mother
That's
told me never ask
confidential.
a lady her age, so I won't ask.
That's confidential. Maybe off the mic. I will just let you know. But yeah, I've been in this game for quite some time. So that's gonna be a substitution there on REG side. Wizero 14 there. Yeah, she subs Ramlom Nezero. That's the first free throw being dropped by Tailorin Hosendov, and she's subbed by Sandrine Mushikiwabo. First time seeing Sandrine Mushikiwabo playing in these finals. She has been there for the semis, but in this finals series, she wasn't there for REG. Sandrine, they're playing with Washington, being paid by Creton, the crossover there. Double crossover. Sends the ball to Mizet, goes up for a deep ball. But leave it too short. Creton Nicole there with the ball, number 24, trying to create a play there. Goes up for a deep ball. But leave it too short as well. Kyobe Chantal there, grabbing that rebound. Washington Delisha there with a nice time to Christina Ayoking and converts. You have seen that the REG have
They're
this...
living. They live. REG are playing two things, right? And every time they try to go and shoot the threes, the hoops crawl back.
Yeah,
but the moment the moment they start living in transition and playing in the paint, that scoreline goes up. the margin of the scoreline just widens.
Yeah, sure. That's true. And now the lead is just extending second
20
by
points.
second. Yeah, a lead of 20 points is a lot.
It's a lot.
Heading to the second half, so the Hoops really have to put in a lot of efforts and see a way they can try to stop the scoring rate for REG. Otherwise,
Listen, I love an underdog story, and the Hopes have been a fantastic underdog story. I don't know how some of these Hopes players that are still in school. I hope
many
they're-
of them,
Yeah, I hope
like
they're being
80%.
I hope they're being treated like cult heroes at school. Special meals, no late night preps. They can sleep
No.
whenever. As in, they need to be treated differently. They need to
Oh.
enjoy some form of status at school.
That was our time, but for now, they really have to stay focused. They have to be treated like others, because if they do it that way, they will think that basketball is just a life to be lived more than they will be. Oh my goodness. Washington Delicia there with a nice time to Sundrin and converse a 2-point bracket. Like I was saying, that if you do that to those young kids,
Yep.
they will think that they already made it in life. They no longer need to study.
Look, they've earned it for school for now, because they put in a lot of work when it comes to the practice and the basketball. And if it's one thing that they need to be rewarded for, especially knowing that they're most likely not going to win the championship, that one thing is let them enjoy a few privileges at school.
No, the thing is that you just if you are to give them money, you just give them some money for the canteen, just to motivate them and tell them, you guys you don't have to call the parents, we got you. So we're just gonna give you some money, just to motivate them. But if you try to give a monthly salary to someone who is still in school,
Yeah.
they're not gonna
don't give them a monthly salary. I'm saying just give them school privileges, right?
But in men's category, there are those guys who are still in secondary. Now they have the teams that pays them a month.
No way.
Hey,
That is not supposed to be legal.
hey,
That shouldn't be legal.
those
As long as the child, because that's child labor under the Ministry of Labor and Protection. It's actually legal to have someone below the age of 18.
No, they are not below
working.
the age of 18. It's just that let me not mention this.
We'll be back after this short break.
Yeah, firstly, but let us take a look about the halftime stats before we leave.
Okay.
Yeah, they really have to get to know that as well. But the thing is that
Yes.
there are those in men's category, there are those boys who really leave everything on the court, man, to the point they feel like they deserve what they got.
Look, I don't believe in paying people below the age of 18.
No, they're above 18. Those boys, they are big. Okay, let me try to keep it short. I'll talk about that later.
47-25 is the score. Rwanda Energy Group taking on the Hoops. Rwanda, it's a basketball. Women's finals. 43% 3-point shooting there for the Rwanda Energy Group ladies. While only 28% for the Hoops. As you saw in the last game, right, the Rwanda Energy Group largely lived in the paint. And you can see today it's a little bit of a balance between the two. They're making their points that they're getting in second chance points from the rebounds.
But going back on the field goals, you've
Yes.
seen what I've been mentioning before, that REG really, put all the trust in the physicality of the players and also dominating the paint, 43% to 28%. You
Yes.
already tell. And for the rebounds, REG came out with 28 to 22, but the Hoops really fought a good fight on the rebounds, because collecting 22 rebounds in this team without Rebecca is actually a great work to be appreciated. And for the assists, REG really had a great team chemistry in these first two quarters. 13 to 7 for the steals. REG got 6 to 3, and for the free throws, REG made out of 10 and 1 out of 2 for the Hoops. They are really struggling to get the points from
And
the
I think
stripe.
that is the difference in this game, right? How many times have they tried to drive and get in the paint? It's been, and they've gotten fouled only 2 times. That tells you how they are scared of trying to get into that paint. How Rwanda Energy Group have made that paint their own.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning.
Yes.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us in these first two quarters. So we are going to take a break, a short break. We'll be back here for the second half of the game, and we get to know who's going to walk away with a win in this third game of the finals in women's category. The Hoops taking on Rwanda Energy Group. Stay tuned. We are coming back.
Ciao.
before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands. It begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Jadoni play with Adonis, Jamal Filer.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Bata.
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.
Welcome back to Okapi Sport Network. This is the second half of the game. REG taking on the Hoops Women Basketball Club. I am Mignon. I'm still with you. I'm with
With who? You don't know my name?
Arnold.
What?
I wanted you to introduce yourself.
Hi, Mignon. Hi, Mignon. We're going to this second half. What do you expect?
A lot.
What's a lot?
I expect a lot from the Hoops because REG already delivered a lot. So yeah, the Hoops really have to, put in some work at least.
I think we're expecting too much from the Hoops. They've played their part. It's a best of 7 series. We'll be glad or lucky to go into a game 5 at any one point. It's win or win for Rwanda Energy Group at this point.
Wow, that was a beautiful steal there by Hosendov Taylor. She has been so spatial. Like the Taylor that we know from APR is not the Taylor that we're seeing in REG. Kyobe Chantal there for a 3, but that was an air ball. Kyobe Chantal not shooting well beyond the arc. She used to do well last games, especially in the semifinals, but in the finals, especially this game, she hasn't shot well the way she used to do.
Look, one thing we saw in that in that first half, in those first 2 quarters, right? When the game really slows down, it favors the Hoops, and the Hoops will be hoping to slow it down because again, it's moments like these, those transitions.
Oh my goodness! What a layup there by Washington Delicious, really bringing in all those. She has a lot of skills under her belt, so. Like she's trying to teach the Hoops the lesson. She can't be got it.
Look,
She's
there are
very
lots of
athletic.
lessons, and if there's one person that should be receiving a lesson right now, it's Divine Megisha, right?
Yeah, sure.
She doesn't have to make that foul. It's needless. You're a 5'4" guard going up against a 5'9" guard. She is in transition. If you're going to foul her, make sure she doesn't score the basket.
Yeah, sure. Just do that fall that really, that is worth it. If I can say. But
You don't give her a chance to make a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's Vivian there facing Taylor Lynn, who's in sinks the ball to Fezai Bengo. Tete Raisa there for a 3 and knocks it down. Wow, beautiful. Already 28 points for the Hoops to 50 for Rwanda Energy Group. They're
Someone
trying to
talk
cut the
about
lead.
this young lady, Teta. She can shoot the lights out of a basketball.
Taylor Lynn was up there who tried to respond, but she didn't. And that's a Tete Raisa there. Oh my goodness. She's off the mark, and that was an easy lay that she got, and easy points as well.
Yes.
Because they're really struggling to enter the paint. Oh my goodness. That's a fault on Washington Delicia. a defense of 3 there on her because they really know that they can stop her when it's only one person or two. At least 3 can do something about her because she's very athletic, very quick, and also yeah, she got
And
a
she
lot of
lives in
skills.
she lives in transition.
Yeah,
She
sure.
loves that transition ball. She's easily the fastest player on that court.
Yeah, sure. And the Hoops really felt her presence in these finals, as
I think
well
she-
as APR.
I think she was the big difference maker in game 1.
Yeah. Christina Yuking there with a 2-point bucket there. Christina Yuking really showing up in this game. She already got 12 personal points. And yeah, and she's the second best scorer for REG. After Delisha Washington, who already got 13 personal points. Feza Ibengo there for a 2, but can't connect. Leave it too short. And that's a nice dime to Kiyobe Chantal and drops a 2-point bucket there. Nice dime there from Washington. Delisha really being a great playmaker.
Look,
and
she's attacking that. It's very clear what the game plan is here for Under Energy Group. In defense, suffocate Feza as well. Make sure that ball is out of the hands of Divine, that the coach has had to take her off early on. And then run in transition, break points. That's where they're living.
Kiyobe Chantal, who also entered the double digit with 10. 3 players from REG already entered the double digit. That's Feza Ibengo there for a 2-point jumper and knocks it down. Oh my goodness. That's going to be 30 to 54.
They're cutting the lead, eh?
Yeah, sure. To only 24 points. Yeah, the Hoops really, I told you that they had to put in a lot of efforts just to see if they can try to catch up, and cut that lead. That was a lot of points. They really showed us that they're capable of cutting the leads. That's Christina Yuking there for a 3, almost to catch it, but can't connect. And that's a second chance point bucket there by Maiga Kadiria. She followed and she made the right decision there. Quit on the Nicole there. Oh my goodness, that's a steal. 3-on-1 now. Delisha Washington with a nice finish there.
Again, another transition basket there. They have literally made the last 8 points out of transition.
And I can see that the coach doesn't even know what to do at this time around.
You know what? He's actually doing the right thing in my books. Leave them out there. Let them get punished. Let them learn. Let them get the experience.
That's Johan going out for a 2-point jumper, but can't catch it. But she really played so well. According to the experience that she has, she really tried to cover, choose those gap, and that's Delisha Washington there. People shouting, saying that she had to, slam the ball.
We would love to see a dunk in the Rwanda Basketball League ladies. Have we ever seen a dunk
Nope.
in the ladies game?
That will be like the record. That will be the first person.
In training? Have you seen one?
In training?
Yes.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen once Bella doing that. Bella Maracatete
okay.
in practice. But it depends.
I'll just put it on the record that I work out with Bella when she's in town. We hit the same gym, Waka. She's always there doing her reps early morning, 5:30 a.m. She is in the gym like clockwork. Those are lessons that the young ladies at the Hoops will need to learn if they are to go and take that next level of being professional basketball players.
Yeah, sure. But now they're really struggling to get a lot of things. So I can say that the Hoops is actually providing more than they earn.
What do you mean?
What I mean is that they're still students.
Yes.
They have to balance studies and basketball.
Yes.
They don't even train every day because they don't have that opportunity. Sometimes their court they're occupied by APR. Sometimes other teams like Patriots, RSSB Tigers, they all use that court.
Yeah.
So they just pay some money to get that court. So it's gonna be so hard for them to to train 5 times a week.
Yeah.
But they really deliver when it comes to delivering. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
imagine getting to the finals without that enough preparations because you know that they're secondary students. Some of them lives in Kamonyi, studies at Kamonyi. The others come from RP South.
Yep.
The others come from Lycée de Kigali, three
yep.
different places.
Yep.
And also Feza Ibengo, who is not a student,
Yep.
Abu Samaku is not a student. So to try to find a way they can put themselves, them together and, do practice, it's something that they really
No,
struggle with.
it's not easy because you're talking about girls in secondary school here, and which is 80% of that team. And I think kudos and props to the people who are running the management of Hoops Basketball Club, they need to be praised. They need to get their flowers for the great job done.
Yeah, sure. Imagine dating couple that lives together, stays in the same apartment, practice a lot, have experienced players. So to see a team like the Hoops beating them is actually something to be appreciated. That's how Mike for a 3, but can connect. Mike who hasn't been shooting the last of today. Like sometimes she just shoot, but she's not
She has
consistent.
struggled this series. To be fair, she has struggled in this series. In game 1, she was 2 for about 10 from the 3-point line. She threw it
Yeah.
up a number of times. It wasn't hitting. We're seeing here in game 2, she is struggling.
That's within there playing with the face like Bengal drives, goes up. They can't connect. Oh my goodness. Micah Kadidia there wasn't able to keep that rebound. And now it's going to be the Hoops as ball position once again.
You know the only thing that stops Fazer when she takes the drive?
Mm-hmm.
It's Fazer.
What do you mean by that?
Either she misses or she's putting that ball in the basket, but you're not going to stand in her way and stop her. She is a train wreck coming your way. You can't see anyone try to dare take a charge when she starts driving.
And that's Alicia Washington there being paid by Cheetah. A nice pick and pop there. Micah Kadidia there with a chop drive. But it's going to be REG's ball possession. Substitution there on the Hoops side. Anoya Johan being subbed by Atete Raisa. Not the substitution there on REG's side. Odile Tetero there subbing Washington. Delicia.
And when you say a change in point guard for Under Energy Group right now, you can tell that they even want to
Micah Kadidia, they are knocking down a 3. Oh my goodness. I told you.
3-level player. 3-level player. I believe you.
Faisal Bengo there with another rejection from on her. That defense from REG has been an issue for her. Awisamak there. Oh my goodness. Unlucky on that one. We Maria there on a fast break. But Raisa there did an amazing defense, and it's going to be REG's ball position once again. But Raisa really did an amazing job, and she's just going to help the whole team, to take their positions on defense. Another substitution there on REG's side. Maiga Kadidia being subbed by Sandrine Mushikiwabo. They already have a lead of 34 points, so now I think they really need to give a rest to those, starting 5, those key players for REG. They really need to take that rest. And this 66 now for REG to 34 the Hoops. Atete Raisa there. Oh my goodness. What a defense by Sandrine. Taking that ball as if it was a pass or something. Sandra Canore there. Swings the ball to Tetera. Crossover. Oh my goodness. Goes up. Almost to get it. And she's going on a strike for 2 charity shots.
Tetera has some eyes. She can move that basketball.
Yeah.
But something, Sandra Canore, right, is one of those players that has been very frustrating over the years. Former MVP of the league back in the day, played at APR as well, was a starting point guard for the national team at one point. Over time, she is a reminder. She reminds me of a player like Russell Westbrook, which is she gives you her full effort, night in, night out. It's just that full effort is she has failed to learn when to control herself as a player. When do you go into the paint? When do you pull it back? When do you play at a fast pace? When do you play at a slow pace? A player of her experience, you would think that should be in the bag by now.
Faisal Bengo, they are struggling to get some points, and that's a trouble violation there from Fraser. 68-30 is the score. Now the Hoops struggling at least to get to 40 points in this quarter.
I know Chacha wants to say something later today, but guys, I believe in the Hoops.
That's Nelly Irakoze. I mean, not Nelly Uihirgwe. I'm sorry. That's Vivian there at the top of the key. Sends the ball to Bengal. That was a tight defense on her by Sandrine Mushikiwabo. Playing with Ariette. Ariette goes up for a deep ball. Almost to knock it down, but can't connect. Nelly Irakoze there. Playing with Tetero. Nice time to Ariette. Converts the 2-point bucket there. Wow, what a play by Randa Energy.
She has eyes at the back of her head.
Yeah, she can play. Vivian there. Being marked so tightly by REG. They won't give her a space to do something with the ball. Feza Bengo there with a mismatch. Goes up. Oh my goodness, unlucky. Fex goes up and gets a 2-point bucket there. Wow. Bengo now trying her best to come back in the game and also, you know, pushing the team to the very best. Now with 32 points to 70. Only 2 minutes and 1 second remaining on the clock for this third quarter of the game. Sandra Kanhore there playing with Nelly.
Do you think they can come back from 28 points down in the fourth quarter?
It is possible, but it's hard. Do you think that a difference? Listen this point.
Yeah.
Do you think that that difference of 32, 42 points, is it 42? No,
Yeah.
38.
38 points right now.
Yes,
Yeah.
within 10 minutes can't be removed.
No.
It depends on the game.
That means
like,
they need to score 38 points in the fourth quarter. That's more points than they've scored in all three quarters.
and you think that
combined.
within a quarter a team can score 38 points?
It can.
Okay.
It can. But
That's what
Mignon,
I wanted to say.
No, Mignon.
Uh.
They've scored 34 points in 3 quarters.
No, listen, I say
You
that
want them to score 38
I wanted
points
you to understand.
in 1 quarter.
I wanted you to understand this point. I say that it's possible, but it's hard for the hoops to
Can
get
I tell
that.
you what's possible?
Mhm.
It's possible for me to turn water into wine. But I'm not Jesus. Everything is possible.
You will get to see this. Don't be fooled. Even Sandrine Mushikiwa were there for a 3, but can't connect. If you remember well, back in the BAL,
Yep.
when we will play the finals, RSSB Tigers was facing
Petro de Luanda.
Petro de Luanda.
Yes.
You remember that Gaku there made something. Bro, he pushed the team to 20 points to 0 for RSSB Tigers.
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
A lot of people left all the hope down and said
with-
RSSB Tigers is not serious at this time.
With all due respect. With all due respect to the hoops, and I mean it with all due respect to the hoops, they don't have Antino Jackson.
Oh, no, listen. At that time, none believed that was going to be what we saw.
No, because they had 3 more quarters to break down 20 points. They have 1 quarter to make 34 points. Without, and that's 34 points,
I've watched the game.
Rwanda Energy Group scoring
I've watched the
points.
game back in Division 2
Yes.
in men's category.
Yes.
A team came from 34 points. The other team had 54, a difference of 20 points. They removed it and they took the lead within the last quarter. They removed 20 points. Can you imagine?
It's yeah.
One guy came and shot 3 points.
Do you believe
That was 15.
Do you believe lightning can strike twice in the same place?
If you remember last time in the regular season, do you
Yes.
remember that Craig Randall made 18 points
Yes.
within a minute and 18 seconds? That's what
do they
shows you.
have Craig Randall?
No, listen. I wanted to show you that everything is possible, but for this team, it's hard to get that one. But it's possible.
Okay, this is I want you to put your money where your mouth is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to put money on this?
Nope.
You're not allowed to bet?
I don't like betting. I don't like betting at all. But yeah, let's
Mignon,
watch the
if
game.
you really believe, let me tell you, if you really believe,
Uh-huh.
walk the talk.
Okay.
Just for the fans who are not yet here, a reminder that the next game is Patriots Basketball Club taking on APR Basketball Club. It's game 4 of the men's finals. Right now, we're watching the women's finals, and it's game 3.
Only 42 seconds remaining on the clock, and that was a long pass to Sandra Dumi. A screen there by Sandrine Mushikiwabo. Goes up for a 3. That was a Nea ball. Feza Ibengo there goes up. It can't connect. It seems like Feza Ibengo is actually tired.
She has played almost every minute of this game so far.
Yeah,
They don't
sure.
have another big center to replace her.
That's why they're really struggling, you know. If they don't have someone who can sub her, and we don't see like a huge gap due to that substitution. So yeah, it's understandable.
Look, she's a pros pro. She gives you all the minutes.
A nice pick and roll there. But that was a tight defense on Ibengo. Oh my goodness. Atete Raisa. A step aside, goes up. Oh my goodness. She was about to knock down a 3-point bucket there. And it is the end of the third quarter of the game. Reg already doubled the points for the hoops. 35 to 70. Yeah, let's see what the last quarter holds for us. But yeah, it's almost a win for Reg.
25 points the difference. And my good
35.
friend. Oh, shit. Oh, yes. Excuse my French. 35 points the difference. And my good friend here, Mignon, thinks that the hoops can come back in the fourth quarter. Everything is possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mignon,
I don't think. Oh, no,
look,
listen.
my friends think I'm a very optimistic human being, right? I'm not that optimistic with this fourth, because if you're the hoops, how do you stop Rwanda Energy Group in the fourth quarter from putting any points on the board?
Let's wait and see what the last quarter holds for
No,
us.
what
They
would-
really know.
what-
They really know what
No,
to do at
Mignon,
this time.
What would you do? What would you do different? What would you different?
No, the difference. Okay, listen.
Yep.
Where the question is.
Yes.
Firstly, according to the rosters,
Yep.
the lineups, things are fully different. They don't have someone who is gonna pick Micah Kadidia.
True.
Feza Ibengo can do that, but Johan
But
can
her
do
legs
that.
have been taken away because they keep throwing bodies at her. Different bodies, different
No,
defenses.
it's
at her.
because she's trying, to stop 3 people at the same time.
Yes.
She's only one.
Yeah.
So if they were playing like man, suppose there is no other power forward or center for Reg. They are also playing with the guards only,
Yep.
and the hoops is just playing with the guards only, and the Feza Ibengo picking Micah Kadidia. That would be a fair game, if I can say. Not fair at all, but they can really try to make, a good game. But after, Reg really knows where their strength is. So that's why they use that as an opportunity to make easy baskets. They don't force things. But you've seen that with APR, they've been struggling because APR also get all those weapons.
Yes, because
They
they
had
match
Itali
them man
Lucas.
to man.
Yes.
When they try to go into the zone, they can match them as
Yes,
well.
uh-huh.
and
That's what I was saying,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but and that's what we're saying. Hoops don't have that. And this is not for lack of trying. They are just not equipped. They don't have those weapons in their arsenal.
That's Kiton Nanikor there, being rejected by Irakoze Anjneli. Odil Tetero there. Moving so fast with a nice dime to Aria Tuimwe. Swings the ball back to Odil. A crossover. Oh my goodness. Step back, goes up. But that's going to be shooting two for Odil Tetero. A fall on her by Kiton Danicol.
Man, Odile Tetero is a pro. She shows up every game. You know what to expect from her. You know what kind of effort you're going to get from her. She hardly ever makes mistakes.
She is off the mark on the first. Odile Tetero, who also, did have a good season, if I can say, because Odile Tetero, if you remember, back in 2024, she was the MVP of the playoffs. So for now, I think it's gonna be so hard, because Washington Delicia has been doing an amazing job for Reg, and I think she's gonna win that. She's gonna get that. Oh my goodness, what a player! Vivian there with a nice finger lure. And that's 37 for the hoops. Oh my goodness, Nelly there dominating a defense of 2, and also making
And that is
those
a
young
third
ladies.
choice center / power forward.
Yeah. Nelly Uwihirwe there with a nice drive. Sends the ball to Atete. Vivian there. Oh my goodness. What a defense by Sandrine. Sandrine there being a good defender there in the paint. A nice hand off there to Sandra Canhori. And that's going to be the hoops as well position. They really played a very good defense that made them get this possession. But they're really struggling to score. Of course, they make that the quick plays, good drives, but they're really struggling with the finish. You can see that. That was exactly what I was saying. But the idea is nice, but
Look, they're too big. They are too big. They're too strong. They are just the better team on the day. And look, It will need a miracle bigger than Jesus turning water into wine for the hopes to come back into this game.
And that's a 2-point bucket there by Tete Raisa there, being picked back too, but that didn't stop her from scoring. And there's 39 for the hoops. Aria there with a catch and shoot, but leave it too short, and that's Feza Ibengo there. Vivian with a nice dime to Feza. Feza with a power dribble. Was that? They can't connect. That's Quiton, they're going up. But that was a nailable. Sandra Canhore there. Going up. And he's off the mark. And that's a fall on Sandra Canhore.
That is Vivian's second foul for the day. That should be the team's. There's still only 2 fouls in this fourth quarter, 75-39. The score there, but look, the Hopes have played some good basketball. They try to keep it close, especially they had a very good second quarter. It went out of sight in the third quarter, one to believe, because Rwanda Energy Group stepped on that gas.
Adil Tetero there getting another opportunity to go back on the strike for 2 full shots.
They have too many weapons.
Yeah, sure.
They have too many weapons.
That's why the coach decided to use even the bench players because, you know, in that team there is no one who is in the starting 5. The starting 5 is now on the bench, but you can see that they're really, you know, delivering. Tetero 6 the first.
By the time you have two former MVPs in as part of the players coming off the bench, right? In Tetero and Sandra
Canhore, yeah.
Yes. In 2 former, then
a nice dime there to Quitonda Teta Nicole, and she converted. And that's 41-77. Tetelo dear there with a lot of skills there and the ball handling. Faustine Mizera there swings the ball to Ramla, goes out for a deep ball, but that's an air ball. We hit Gonelli there, trying to play with Vivine, but the defense was so tight on her. Mizera Faustine goes out for a deep ball, but can't connect. Vivine there swings the ball to Nelly. Nelly there was supposed to go up.
Yep. Well, the other Nelly got the ball from her.
No, the thing is that young lady already fakes, and she had that opportunity of going up for at least, you know, that 2-point bucket. But I don't know the reason why she turned and tried to enter in that defense of 2 people. And
it's
she
the
really
fear of the paint, because every time they've tried to go into the paint, even their biggest player in Feza, who rests for the first time in this game, they can't buy a bucket in the paint because REG have dominated that. And again, another easy bucket for Rwanda Energy Group in the paint. They have dominated this game. We only have 6 minutes to go, 3 minutes to the end. 6 minutes to the end of this game 3. And already the Hoops are in foul trouble. And Lamla is one of my favorite players.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why?
Mm-hmm.
You know what to expect from her every night.
Uh-huh.
She is going to guard the best player on the other team, and she is going to give it her best.
Was Samak there knocking down a 3. Wow.
The girl from Mali.
Yeah.
From Bamako.
That's a beautiful steal there by Vivin. Was Samak there going out for another one. Oh my goodness. Almost to get it, but can't connect. Vivin there for a 2-point jumper. It can't connect. That's Johan there trying to get a putback, but can't connect. Quiton that Nicole there. Drives, goes up, but that's gotta be shooting too for her.
Good turn of the corner there by Quiton Nicole. Still not able to buy a bucket, but at least you can see a little bit more energy. And I think what happens in these last 5 minutes of the game, they know that it's going to be a hard one. They don't have much to get from the game, and they will just give it their all. And right now, you see Rwanda Energy Group emptying their bench. She makes both.
And it's 46 for the Hoops to 79 for REG. The Hoops really trying their best.
35 points the difference. They're really
Yeah.
trying. They are really trying.
Yeah, sure. I never expected even that scores from the scoreboard for the Hoops according to how they started.
But what does this say about the quality of the teams in the finals, right? Because we are having a finals of the Rwanda basketball.
Mushichi Wabo Sundrin there for a 3. Wow. The power forward also shooting there on the 3-point line.
Look, having a 30-point difference, almost 40-point difference in the finals, a game 3, that is telling a lot. Does that mean, and Mignon, you have watched the ladies basketball more than any of us. Does that mean the finals was that semi-final between APR and REG?
Exactly. That's what you say. Exactly. That is true. The finals were happening in the semifinals.
The finals were happening in the semifinals?
Yes, even in the men's category, it's the same thing.
We feel
you're
the same way. Yep.
Yes, because you've seen what is happening.
Sweeps, brooms are coming out.
Another 2-point layup there by Vivin, 51 to 82. The Hoops really trying their best, to increase their scoring rate. They're really doing well in this last quarter of the game.
Isn't this the highest scoring game in these finals?
In
the 3 games?
In 3 games?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the last game they could only manage 48 points.
Mm-hmm.
They've been able to increase that to 51 in this game, and the game before that,
No,
game
this is
one.
game one. They got
yes.
63 to 69.
Yes, yes, game 1.
Mm-hmm. Sandrine Mushichiabo, they are being very dominant in the paint. Faustin Muizera there with a nice Euro step. Oh my goodness, 86 to 51. You can see that even the bench players can manage, to play with the hoops and
Right now,
give them a tough time.
It's Christmas for everyone at Rwanda Energy Group. Everyone ate.
Muizera, Faustin there. Swings the ball to Lamla. Drives. And that's going to be a travel violation there by Ramla Munezero.
Look, man, I love Lamla's attitude. She doesn't care what happens. She is quickly moves on. She's on to the next one.
Back in the days, they used to call her the Flash. Even now, that's
because of her speed?
Yes.
She could run.
Yeah. And that name came from the national team. When she was playing under 16, they used to call her the Flash because that girl can run. Yeah.
She can run all day, every day. She will run that course.
Yeah, and when she takes the ball or when they, give him a fast break pass, they'll be like, now you're going to meet her coming back.
Yep.
If you go on the defense, you will find her coming back to defend you. Yeah, she can run. The Flash can run. And that's Vivin Mugisha there swings the ball to Emmeline. Another young player there who is trying her best. Now the Hoops using only the young players.
Getting them that experience for next year.
Yeah.
And look, man, all kudos to the guys who have put the Hoops team together, getting this team into the finals, being able to defeat an experienced team like Kepler Basketball Club.
Ange-Nelly there with a nice move there in the paint, 88 to 53. Delisha Washington is the best scorer with 17 personal points, and
she hasn't played a minute of this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and that's Johan there with a second bucket there. And I can see that the coach is also bringing another new player, a young one, for the Hoops there, to try her best. Because they have nothing to lose. You've been mentioning these before.
They have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Look, one thing from the Hoops, especially going into game 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you do differently? have fun. Just go out there and enjoy it. Have as much fun as you can.
But they are really enjoying the game because if you see the way they were playing against Kepler and how they are playing now, two different games,
How
two
different?
different mindsets as well.
How different?
When they were playing with the Kepler, they were so careful. You know, they used to take decisions that you see that they really thought about. But for now for REG, they are even taking crazy decisions because they know that I don't have any other time to do this, and whether I take it or not, it's not going to make some difference. So yeah,
I think, man, look, at one point you may think it's written in the stars when a young team gets all the way to the finals, and you saw the kind of shot that got them into the finals. But Run the Energy Group are saying, no, this party is not going to, you're not going to pop into our party. And right about now, Run the Energy Group are just prepping themselves for the Africa Basketball Women's Championships. This is a dress rehearsal for them.
yeah. That's Sandrine Mushichu over there dropping one free throw, already entering a double digit with 10 points. I was the mark. Crossover. Oh my goodness, goes out for a 2-point jumper. Wow, gets it.
Where was that all the game? Where was that? Where was that? Where was that?
Only 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining on the clock of this last quarter of the game. Ramula there, but can't convert after a beautiful move there with a Euro step. Evelyn with a nice pass to Johan, but can't connect, and she's going on a strike for 2 shots. Johan also really played so well. I think this is the first time that she's playing like a lot of minutes since she joined the league. She also played for the national team under 16 and under 18, but she really worked on her game. Off the mark on the first. Drops the second.
Has very good shooting form. Very good shooting form.
5 personal points for Johan Anolia and 4 personal fouls. Ramula Munezero there for a 3 and splashes it. Wow. 92 to 50. Exactly. That's 92 to 58. I was the mark there. Goes up for another 3. She's off the mark. Ramula Munezero there.
Catch
The
her
flash.
if you can.
Oh my goodness. Now they blocked her ball, but it's going to be shooting 2 for her. She's going to strive for 2. Ramula Munezero can play.
Vivian, pretty animated there with the refs saying no, I got all ball. But hey, does any player actually ever think that they fouled?
You say?
Does any player ever think they fouled?
Yeah. Like me, when I used to do a foul, I used to admit it.
You're the angel. Oh.
So that they don't give it to the other player. I used to do it and I'd be like, my fault. Whoever is watching this and knows me, come in the comment section, say that I lied.
Please. Let's
I'm not lying at this one, yeah?
Hey, Charlie. Charlie.
Oh my goodness. Right there for a fair play.
Okay, now do we finally believe that, it's game done?
Yeah, it's done.
Chacha, please don't talk to me about this game. Don't talk to me about the score of this game. I told Chacha before this game that, you know what, I have some hope that the Hoops may just win this one. May make a comeback. But Runner Energy Group, nah, they're like, this is all shit.
See the way they are hugging their young, those young ladies?
Yes.
Yeah. And that is the end of the game. Congratulations to Rwanda Energy Group for an outstanding performance today and a well-deserved win of 93 points. They really did an amazing job in this game. And this is the 3rd game that they won in the best of 7 series. They still have 4 more games to play. But if they can win game 4, they're going to be crowned the champions as they're the defending champions of the Rwanda Basketball League season 2025. Congratulations once again to REG Women Basketball Club. And guys, remember that this is the second game of the day. We still have one more game to watch. APR taking on Patriots.
It's gonna be a big one. It's game 4. Hopefully, we can see that game, that series pushed to game 5. We are hoping for a competitive game. If you are not yet at the BK Arena, worry not. We're bringing the BK Arena to your home on Okapi Sports Network. So keep it Okapi Sports Network. Follow us across all the social media platforms. Quickly run down through this Rwanda Energy Group women's team taking on the Hoops. The big differential being that second quarter, that 21-8 run by the Rwanda Energy Group women, who just put their mark on the game. That was the big turning point after the Hoops had kept it tight with only being down by 9 points by the end of the first quarter. They never recovered from that. The third quarter being won by a 13-point differential by the Rwanda Energy Group women. That's 23-10. Though the Hoops try to win the fourth quarter, as we try to make my good friend here, Mignon, happy. The Hoops won the fourth quarter 24-23. So maybe some silver lining there at the end of a very dark tunnel for the Hoops basketball team. The team having an average age of just 18 years old. Mignon,
Where we?
what was the big differential for you in that game?
Okay, firstly, let's take a look at the full-time stats. Then I come back to your question, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I
let's
think
start.
the full-time stats will tell us what the
Okay,
differential
yeah,
was.
exactly.
Yep.
And then after, I will give you a summary.
Oh.
Yes, and that will be
Please,
an
please,
answer
ma'am.
to that question.
Yes.
So let's take a look at the full-time stats. And for the points, REG came out with 93 to 58 for the Hoops. And for the field goals, 46% to 28%. This exactly shows how much REG has been dominant in the paint. And for the three-pointers, the Hoops really shot so very well compared to REG, because they got 28% to 17. And for the rebounds, it was a band for band, 51 to 50. And for the assists, REG got a great team's chemistry today. And the rotation from the bench really tells the story so very well. 25 to 13. And for the steals, 16 to 9. And for the free throws, REG really came out with 16 out of 23. And the Hoops came out with 6 to 8. The answer to your question is, according to what the stats tell us, for the assists, REG has a great team chemistry. They have their rotation. You have seen that the second team also came in and they
Yep.
gave it all. They played so well. And for the steals, REG really knows how to do a tight defense and to do not give the Hoops that time to breathe. So they really got an opportunity of getting 16 steals. And you have seen that also getting 23 free throws really shows how much they have been very dominant. Yes, they have been very dominant in the paint. And for the field goals, 46% to 28. Really shows how much they got active
Yes.
power forwards and centers. And let's come back there on the rebounds.
Yeah, no, I think the big differential there was the field goal percentage, right? If a team is almost shooting 50%,
Yeah.
that means 1 in every 2 times that they go up, they make that basket. It's going to be hard to keep them from scoring, and that means they are going to be in the upwards of 85 plus points for the day, depending on how many possessions they are able to get from the defensive work that they put in. 93 points, the highest scoring game for the Rwanda Energy Group women in this best of 7 series. They're only getting better. They're making their adjustments. To be fair, that's all she wrote for this series. I don't see the Hopes coming back in game 4 and stealing 1.
And ladies and gentlemen, after what you said, let me tell you something. We have good news for you.
What is the good news?
Yeah,
I love good news.
yeah, we are giving away 2 courtside tickets to women fans in the Okapi community to watch the women's final.
Listen,
There at Batista.
jump on it. People who are always asking me for tickets.
This is
Right
a chance
there.
for you.
So what do they need to do?
All they're gonna do is just, to go there and do the subscription on our YouTube channel. Then you take a screenshot
Okay.
and then send it to our DMs on Instagram.
Okay.
But to send it on Instagram, you have to follow us.
Yes.
Very simple.
Slide in our DMs and you will be able to get yourself those court-side seats. And you don't know who's going to be seated next to you on court-side.
Yes, and remember to also stay connected with MTN Urugo Wi-Fi. MTN got you covered.
Always, if you don't have fiber at home, if you're complaining about the other ISPs, MTN Urugo got you.
Covered. Nicho Jihe Chokugwamo. You guys do that. Press 100 *0 *0 hashtag, and then follow.
And it only starts from as low as 2,000 Rwandan francs.
Yeah.
2,000 Rwandan francs, and you're hooked.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us today. I was Minyan Wase together with Arnold. I really had a good time with you, Arnold.
Jan, let's do this again.
It's okay. Have you loved it?
Let's do this again. There's
Have you loved
many,
it?
I loved it. So many things to learn from you.
Thank you so much. So as I did, I learned a lot from you. Thank you so much, guys. Let's catch up in the next game with those two people we'll meet at the courtside after winning our tickets.
Craig Randall has just walked in. We see Jeffrey Stubbs somewhere there in the corner. It's about to be a big one.
Yeah.
APR Basketball Club taking on the Patriots.
Yeah.
It's win or go home for Patriots Basketball Club.
Stay tuned.
Before the arena lights shine, before the crowds fill the stands, it begins with a dream. A kid who watches, a coach who believes, a player who inspires.
Jadoni playing with Adonis Jabofiler. Adonis.
A practice becomes a passion, a player becomes an inspiration, and a fan begins to dream. Rides can wait, meetings can wait, because moments like these don't.
Bata.
Basketball isn't just played inside an arena. It lives on dusty courts, in crowded streets, in homes gathered around the screen. It's in every neighborhood, bringing strangers together, turning quiet moments into unforgettable ones. Every game, every story, every fan, across nations, only on Okapi.